Chef Kids, our STEAM in the Kitchen activity this month is all about magnets. Wondered why magnets stick to the refrigerator? We're going to learn about that today, Chef Kids. Make sure to use your STEAM in the Kitchen guide for this month as we look at the scientific study of magnets. Magnets are amazing objects that can attract or repel each other. Do you know what attracts and repel means? Attract means to pull together, as you can see here. And repel means to push away. You see? First, we need to know that magnets have two ends, called poles. One end is called the North Pole, and the other end is called the South Pole. The poles are where the magnet is the strongest. You can even use a compass to find the poles of a magnet. A compass, as you can see here, is a tool that has a needle that always points north. That needle is actually a tiny magnet. If you bring a compass near a magnet, the needle will point to the south pole of the magnet because opposite poles attract. Do you see here? That's right, opposite poles attract. That means the north pole of one magnet will pull toward the south pole of another magnet. But what happens if you bring the same poles together? Let's try it. Take two magnets and bring their north poles close to each other. What do you feel? Do they pull or push? They push, right? That's because same poles repel. The same thing happens if you bring two south poles together. They also push each other away. Okay, now remember, opposite poles attract and same poles repel. You can use this rule to make magnets stick together or move apart. You can also use magnets to pick up some things like paper clips, nails, or coins. Do you know why magnets can do that? It's because those things are made of metal, and some metals are attracted by magnets. The main metals that are attracted by magnets are iron, cobalt, and nickel. You can test different objects to see if they are magnetic or not. Just bring a magnet near them and see if they stick or not. But not all metals are magnetic. For example, aluminum, copper, and gold, those are not magnetic. They will not stick to a magnet. And not all things that are magnetic are metal. For example, the earth is magnetic. Yes, the earth is like a giant magnet with a north pole and a south pole. The earth's magnetism is what makes a compass work. The needle of a compass is a magnet that aligns with the earth's magnetic field. A magnetic field is the area around a magnet that has magnetic force. We can't see magnetic fields, but we can use iron filings to show them. Iron filings are tiny bits of iron that look like dust. If you sprinkle some iron filings on a piece of paper and put a magnet under it, you will see the iron filings arrange themselves in a pattern. That pattern shows the shape and direction of the magnetic field. Have you ever seen magnetic sand before? The sand is rich in iron, so a magnet can move the sand around. Magnets are everywhere. They're in your toys, your fridge, your phone, your computer, and many other places. They help us do so many things like holding our notes, making sounds, storing information, and moving things. Magnets are also used in science, it's used in medicine, it's used in art and engineering, and guess where else? Also in the kitchen. So let's talk now about the refrigerator. This cool contraption is basically a giant ice palace that keeps your food fresh and or frosty. It has a door that you can open and close. The door has a seal that makes it airtight, so the cold air doesn't escape. The seal is made of rubber, which is not magnetic, but the door itself is made of metal, which is magnetic. The metal is usually steel, which is mostly iron, and we know magnets stick to iron. Now let's figure out what things in the kitchen are magnetic and what things aren't. What has a magnet in it? A compass or a cabinet? What do you think? If you said a compass, you were right. Okay, now what about a refrigerator? Does it have a magnet or a glass of water? Which one has the magnet? If you said refrigerator, You were right. Now, what about a gold necklace or a dishwasher? Which one has a magnet in it? If you said a dishwasher, you were correct. Now, what about a computer hard drive? Does it have a magnet? What about aluminum foil? That's in the kitchen. Well, if you said a computer hard drive, you were correct. What about rubber gloves or a hammer? Which one is magnetic? If you said a hammer, you were correct. Now, what about an oven? Is that magnetic? What about a pizza? What do you think? If you said an oven, you were correct. Last one. Between a paper clip and a pencil, which one is magnetic? If you said a paper clip, you were correct. Thanks for watching, Chef Kids. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification button for the next video. Also, you should join the Steam in the Kitchen Club to get fun prizes in the mail each month. Ask your parent or guardian if you can join the club. See you guys next month.